Good morning, guys. It is Saturday morning. Day of rest for some people, not for me today. So my plan today is to pull every single car out of the workshop. I want to have a tidy up in here today. So I'm going to pull every single car out of the workshop. I'm going to put it out in the yard, and one by one, I'm going to go over exactly what I've got in my collection at the moment, exactly what I've got left to do, and my plans with each car. So yes, some of them run, some of them don't, some of them are big projects, some of them are not so much of a project. But yeah, I thought it might interest some of you to see exactly what I've got at the moment and where we're going with it. So first job is going to be firing up the old tow rig of the day. So this is my old Chevy. I don't know if I've actually done a full video on this yet, but this is my 1964 short bed step side Chevy on air with a Cummins 6BT engine in it. It's cool as hell. Excuse the bin, that's not one of my rides, it's just parked here. It's cool as hell. This car gets so much attention wherever it goes, and I have got some big plans for this truck this year, as well as being my tow rig to take the 205 to track days and stuff like that. I've got another plan up my sleeve for this car this year, and yeah, I'm going to be quite excited to show you guys that, but that's going to come later on in the year. For now, I'm going to get this thing fired up so that I can tow some cars. Some of them will drive out, 2 of them won't, and the customers won't. So I need to tow them out. This is my best option. I'm going to get them out, and yeah, we'll have a little walk around of exactly what is going on. Let's fire her up. Oh my God, I love this thing. It's brilliant. I love the way this thing sounds with no exhaust system on it. Sounds amazing. Right, let's get this one out. I've already pulled the 205 out. Let's get this one out alongside the 205. Let's get a picture of a whole lineup all together. Oh my God, how good does that look? I love that car. Anyone that knows me knows how much I am into 80s, 90s retro cars. As much as the Mondial was kind of the mongrel that no one really liked. What a cool car that is. I don't care what you say. That looks amazing. Right then guys, there we go. I have got the whole lineup outside today. Very rare for me to do this, so I'm gonna do a quick walk around of what we've got, what I've got left to do, exactly where I'm at with these projects, and just, show you where I'm up to with each individual one of these cars. So let's start with my 205 CTI. Now, a few of you will know this car. Some of you might have never ever seen it before. This is my hard-working track car. I've owned this car for years. It's about as modified as a 205 CTI possibly gets. I've got my big Willwood brakes on the front, Willwood brakes on the rear. See if I can show you underneath. I've got all my independent rear suspension setup going on under there as well. And for some of you that might not know what this is, that might give you a little clue. Now, I use this car mainly for track days. I've got all my fuel pumps set up in there, my charge cooler set up, and I am currently at the moment modifying my seat because I've just put a new pedal box in there. So I've got that on the floor at the moment, which kind of lifts my feet up a little bit, and I'm moving my seat back. So yeah, I've got quite a bit going on with this car at the moment. All my centre console, my billet shifter. This car is very much a car that has been built to do a job, and it does it very, very well. So under the bonnet of this one, I've got my Honda K20 Turbo. with a Borg Warner EFR turbo on there. All my own custom fabrication work on there as well. And this car has been, other than a few silly little niggly problems, this car has been so good and so relentless for so many years. I am still on my original engine, running at 400 horsepower, and that's been in there for about 6 years. I think this car's been built for about 6 years. So it just goes to show how reliable these K20s are, even when you add a little bit of boost to them. Now, I have got another plan for this car this year, because I am doing Santa Pod Street Weekender in this car this year. So my plan is to drop the boost slightly. I'm going to fit a different actuator on it, which is going to give me about 7 psi of boost. At the moment, this runs 10 psi and it makes 400 horse. I'm going to fit a slightly weaker actuator on it, which is going to bleed off the boost about 7 psi, and that's going to give me about 270 horsepower. That's going to make this thing so much more drivable for track days, because this time of year now, it's an absolute handful. My plan then is to add a boost solenoid to it, which can be linked up to my ECU, and that should then allow me to run about a bar of pressure, which I reckon will see me at about 460, 470 horsepower, which with some drag radials on the front of this, it's going to go well at pod. I've only ever taken this car to Santa Pod once. That was on street tyres with a hell of a lot of wheel spin, and I managed a 12.1 second quarter mile. So I'm pretty sure that with the right tyres on this and a little bit more power, I reckon there's a high 10 in this car. So that's what we're going to go for. Right, the BMW. Now, I can't take claim for this car, because this is my good wife Justine's car. Again, if you're interested in this car, if you have a look on my channel, there is videos about this car and the work we are doing on it. So it is a 635i CSI. It looks so cool. I love this car. Now, we found this car locally. It had spent most of its life over in France. At the time, Justine actually wanted an E30. We couldn't find a decent E30 that we wanted to pay the money for at the time. We wanted a project, and then this thing came up on Facebook Marketplace. Personally, I think that is a much better looking car than an E30. So yeah, she bought it. We've put the wheels on it, we've put BC Racing coilovers on it, and slowly but surely we're doing the little bits of welding work that it needs. This car will eventually go for a full respray, and it's gonna look absolutely awesome. It's got no exhaust system on it at the moment, so that's something I need to do. But yeah, the plan for this one, this is gonna be on the road this year for the summer for Justine to cruise around in, attend a few car meets and stuff. So yeah, later on in the year, you're likely to see this one out and about. Right, the Ferrari. I absolutely love this car. It looks so cool, and I'm barely started with it yet. Now this, again, this was a car that I got off Facebook. It came up on the Mondial owners page. It was on Facebook, and I found it hiding down in a garage down on the south coast, and it had been in a garage for 20 years. It looks amazing. And it is in remarkable condition, because the garage this was in, it wasn't even like a warm garage with heating, etc. This was just in a council garage, and it had been in there 20 years. Me being me, towed it all the way home on my trailer, and of course, what have I done? I've ripped the engine out of it. So again, if you're interested in seeing more videos on this car, have a little look at my other videos, because I am doing a bit of a series on this car. It looks so cool. So as you can see, some of you might know exactly what I'm about to reveal. Others, if you haven't seen the rest of my videos, this might come as a bit of a shock to you. Yeah, I have. So in the back of there, we have a Honda K20, which is going to be fitted with a Borg-Warner EFR turbo. Now, some of you are going to think that is absolute sacrilege, but this thing is going to make 500 horsepower. It's going to be more reliable than it's ever been. It's going to be so different. It's going to be very, very cool. So I am very excited about getting this car finished. Now, the plan with this one, this is the one that I am going to jump on next, just because this isn't going to take me that long to finish. It looks like there's a lot of work to do on it, but there isn't. The engine, it's all mounted, it's in there, it hasn't got to move again. I've got a little bit of wiring to do on this thing, and it will start up and it will run. I've got turbo manifold to make, because this thing used to be on a Pulsar turbo. I ditched that for the Borg-Warner EFR just because it's so much better of a turbo. So I ditched that. As a result, I've got to make a new manifold for it, but that is going to be done over the next few weeks. So yeah, this thing, I've got a set of BC Racing coilovers for it. I am on the lookout at the moment for a nice set of wheels for this thing. So if you know of anything that is deep dished, ideally split rim, that's going to suit this car, please give me a shout, let me know. Because I am looking for something which is going to suit this. The plan is for it to just be decked really, really low on coilovers, with the split rims, 500 horsepower. What a summer cruiser that is. And also, being a Mondial, I can chuck my kids in the back of this thing, and yeah, I mean, I just love that. Again, it's kind of seen as the unloved Ferrari, but I personally think that is so, so cool. I love it, and I'm really excited about that one. The inside of this car, I absolutely love. She's a left hooker. This was originally from Switzerland or Sweden, one or the other. And the guy bought it over to the UK. UK registered it, and it had sat in a garage for 20 years. But how cool is the inside of that? I absolutely love the steering wheel, those old dials. But I have managed to get all the gears working for the K20 with that original shifter. I've still got a little bit of fine tuning to do with it, but I have got most of my gears working. Again, when I get this thing running soon, I'll be able to test all those gears and just make sure that they're all working. Right, let's have a look at the old dog of a daily. I say the old dog, she's in remarkable condition. Now, I did do a video on this one the other week, so if you are interested to see more about this car, click on my other videos, and there is a video about this car. She is a Renault 11 turbo. Like I said, I use this car as my daily. Rain, snow, sunshine, never ever fails to put a smile on my face, never lets me down. She is just a really good old workhorse, and a very, very rare car these days. According to the internet, there is only 5 of these things left taxed on the road. Again, I found this car down south, Came up on eBay. I missed the end of the bidding on it. Just so happened got in contact with a guy and just said, if the sale falls through, please let me know. I'd be interested in coming and buying it. And yeah, that's what happened. And I do not in any way regret buying this car. I had one of these when I was 17 years old. I sold it, instantly regretted it. And it's took me this long. I'm now 42. And it's took me this long to find another one. So I love that little car. My plan with this for this year, I don't know. I think I'm going to drop it down a little bit lower, chuck some spacers on it, maybe give it a bit of a clean, tidy up. But other than that, I'm just going to run this car for this year. But eventually, I would like to get that thing painted and get it mint, because it is only little bits of bodywork that let that car down. And yeah, it's too good to me not to do. So that will be getting done. Right. Where do I start with this one? Now, anyone that knows me will know this is my long-term project. But of all my cars that I own, this is the one which I would literally take to my grave with me. She is in a very sorry state for herself at the moment, but I do plan again this year. Don't know where I'm going to find all this time from, but I do plan to get at least a bit more done to this car. Now, I used to have in this Honda B18 with a big turbo on it, and yeah, it was fast. It was very, very fast. Hang on a minute, I'm gonna have to hold this video because Michael's gonna do a skid here. I can see it. Do a skid, do a skid, do a skid, do a skid. Pressure was on, he can't not. Right, so yeah, so this car, it is a 1991 309 GTI, which I did Honda turbo swap. And like I said, I'm pretty sure at the time it made about 507 horsepower, if I remember correctly. But it was horrible to drive. It was horrible. It had a fully forged B18 C4 engine, which I built myself, in the front of it, with a massive, great big precision journal bearing turbo. So as you can imagine, you used to get a whole load of lag, and then everything all at once. It would drag you all over the road, and it was just a little bit undrivable. Now, in hindsight, what should I have done with this car? If I could turn back the clock, because it was beautiful, and I'm going to try and insert a few pictures of this car into this video. It was beautiful at the time. And what I should have done with this, but I was kind of new to the game, a little bit inexperienced, what I should have done is put a smaller turbo on it, a smaller ball bearing turbo with a decent diff in the box, and it would have absolutely transformed the car, and it wouldn't be in the state it's in now. But me being me, a little bit too keen, a little bit too eager, I broke it for parts, sold all the engines, sold the gearbox, actually made good money out of it, and I went out, bought myself an old classic Subaru Impreza Turbo. I pulled the floor pan out of it, and that is now what that car is sat on. So it is all underneath that body, it's all Subaru. So my plan with this car, I have got engine, gearbox, I've got everything to go in this, and I'm not putting an EJ20 in it, I'm putting an EZ30 in it. Now, anyone that doesn't know what an EZ30 is, it's the 3-litre flat six out of a Subaru Legacy, mated with a 6-speed manual box, and that'll make, I think they make around 240, 250 horsepower. Now I am going to chuck a turbo on that as well, whether it is a single bigger turbo or whether, just to be fancy, I might go for 2 smaller twin turbos. But that's going to be my plan with this car. I have actually done a lot of work. It is full of parts at the moment, but you can see it's an absolute mess in the back of there. But all the panel work in the back is all done. It is all tied in to the body. I fitted some Sparco racing wheels on there. I've got big 6-pot brakes to go on this thing. I've got Recaro CS seats in it, BC Racing coilovers. I've got everything that I need for this car. I just need a little bit of time to get the body finished. Now, the plan with this one, in the back of there, don't know if you can see, I have got a big bonnet pod with the big Sibby lights in. So this is going to be kind of almost like a rally car looking type thing. It is just going to be a road car. It is just going to be for shows, but I want a nice big bonnet pod on this thing, big spotlights, big set of mud flaps, and this thing with that EZ30 in, flat 6 with a turbo on, it's going to sound absolutely epic. So I am really excited about getting that car done. Like I said, this has been a very, very long ongoing project, so I don't expect that to be finished anytime soon, but it is a car which will get finished, mark my words on that. Right, last but not least, the old truck. Again, I love this old girl. This gets so much attention wherever it goes. And what I love about this is that I don't have to worry about it. I've got Buzz Lightyear and Woody on the back. I've got this exhaust system which I made, LS Fabrication and Performance. Again, it's all kind of show, but how cool is that? It's on air, so it doesn't always sit that low. But I do a few of the American car shows with this car throughout the year. Tow my car to track days with it. It's just a really interesting vehicle. And what I love about this car as well is, or truck should I say, is that it doesn't matter how long I own this. For what I paid for it, I am never going to lose a penny on this car. So that's really cool too. To be fair, everything that I've got here, bar the 205, I would be able to sell these for more than what they owe me. So it's kind of how I work with cars, to be honest. But the truck itself, this is, see if I can do this while I hold on to the camera. This has got a Cummins 6BT swap in it, which is out of like an old DAF lorry, if you like. Put a massive Holset turbo on there. And yeah, it's just a really good old yoke of a truck. You put the trailer on the back of that with the 205 on and you do not even know that it's there. Probably the worst thing about owning that vehicle is that you can't stop at a garage without someone coming and wanting to talk about it for half an hour. But that's what we do it for. What are you saying, Marley? Huh? What are we saying? Do we like the cars? Do we like the cars? But yeah, that's it. That is the full lineup. What are you saying, babe? Is it chaos? Or are you proud?
I'm excited and nervous at the same time.
You can't...
I didn't know we have so many.
I can't even be blamed for this BMW. That's your fault.
Yeah.
But you know what?
I think it's almost a year since we got it.
It is.
Yeah, almost a year.
It is almost a year, so we've had a lot going on. But this year, this car will be out and about. And you know what? I've seen a few of these cars at recent shows, events and stuff like that. And personally, this one sat on them rims with this stance, it is going to be one of the nicer ones out there. A lot of them you see are kind of original, on the original little wheels. And whilst that might be for some people, personally, I prefer this kind of modified look, especially on an old car like this. I think that is going to look absolutely amazing. So guys, that's it. That's all the cars tucked away in the workshop. And yeah, that's it for today. I've had a bit of a tidy up in there. It's dark outside now. I want to go home. I want to have a chill and edit this video, get it out for you guys. So thanks very much for watching. If you do want to see progress on these builds, whether it be the Ferrari, Justine's BMW, the 309, the 205, you can find them all on my channel. So like, subscribe, share it about, tell your mates. I really appreciate the help, I really do. And yeah, one by one, I'm going to work through these builds. They are going to take me a little bit of time just because I am trying to do work in between. I don't get all day, every day just to spend on these cars. But you know, slowly but surely, they are going to get done bit by bit. Ferrari's going to be first. It's the quickest one to sort. So Ferrari's going to be first. I want that on the road for summer. Likewise, Justine's BMW. We want that on the road for summer so that she can come with me to a few meets and stuff like that. So yeah, that one's going to be done on the road for the summer too. 309, you're going to have to wait a little bit longer for that one. Again, I do plan to tick off a few jobs this year on it, but it certainly isn't going to be on the road. So, but keep an eye on my videos, like, subscribe, share it about. And yeah, if you've got any comments to leave, I love reading your comments, guys. And I do always try and reply to every single one of you. Each and every one of you that takes your time to watch my videos, I really, really appreciate that. So thank you very much. I hope you've all had a brilliant weekend, and yeah, I'll see you in my next video.